Hello students, I Siddharth Joshi, an English educator in Tapasvi School. Today I have presented myself in order to teach you one of the most prominent and essential grammar topic, that is change the voice. You must be wondering that this particular topic, I think you have been studying still till 5th standard, I guess, but still most of the students are facing problem in active and passive voice. So I'm here to ease your problem today. So first of all, before we start, what is active voice, what is passive voice, I just would like to tell you few basic and prerequisites need to be taken care before you study active and passive voice. So you need to understand certain terminologies before we move ahead about what is called active voice and what is called passive voice. So the first thing what you need to learn or you need to study before active and passive voice is, first of all, what is subject. Now let me tell you in a very simple words that a subject in a sentence is known as a doer of any activity. A doer of any action is known as a subject. For example, Rohit plays cricket. So in this sentence, Rohit is a subject. Second thing is verb. Verb means action words. In any of the sentence, whatever action has been given, that is known as verb. Let's take the same example so that you can learn and you can understand in very better way that Rohit plays cricket. So in this sentence, plays is a verb. Let me take the third word, that is object. Object is the thing which receives the action. In an English sentence, the word which receives the action done by the subject is known as the object. So in that sentence, Rohit plays cricket. So Rohit is a subject that I already told you, plays is a verb, and cricket is the word which receives the action done by the Rohit. So cricket is the object. So these three things you need to understand: what is called subject, what is called verb, and what is called object. Now the second phase before we move ahead to our active and passive voice is you need to understand 5 different forms of verbs, that is V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. So let me tell you one by one about all the verb forms, and with the example of one particular word I will explain you all 5 forms of verbs so that it would be better to understand the rest of the active and passive voice topic. So first of all, let me start with V1. Now V1 is the root form of verb without any change, without any modification. Whatever the verb takes place, that is V1. For example, play, right? So play is the verb without any modification, means any of the suffixes, any of the things has not been added, not been modified. It's the natural word, it's the root form of the verb, so that it is known as V1. Second is V2. V2 is the past form of the verb, right, which includes the simple past tense in most of the cases, right? So let me say the play word which I have used in V1, it becomes played in V2. The third form of the verb is V3. V3 stands for past participle. Usually past participle is used in the perfect category of the tenses, right? So here also played will remain played only. If we are talking about any other words, then it will become eaten in this V3 category. Fourth is V4. V4 will also be considered as verb plus ing also, and it is also can be considered as present participle. It shows the continuity. Continuity means it usually represents the continuous tense. the action which has not been completed, right, which has been started at one particular point of time but has not finished yet, so that shows the continuity, right? For example, playing, eating, sleeping, right? So this is called V4. Now the last form of the verb is V5. V5 stands for third person singular. For example, if I put S behind any particular verb, that is called plays, eats, sleeps, that is called third person singular. So that is considered as V5. Now you all must be wondering, students, that why in active and passive voice these all things are prerequisites or necessary to be understood. Because active and passive voice we are going to learn tense wise, right? And in order to learn tense wise we need to understand this basic terminologies, because in order to know the structure of the sentence, this all the things are prerequisites. So let me recap all the things with you which we have done today. First topic which I have taken, it was what is subject. So again let me tell you that doer of any action is known as the subject. Second thing which I have told you is about what is verb. Any of the action takes place in a sentence, that is known as verb. Third thing we have taken, that was object. The word which receives the action in a sentence is known as object. Then we have also discussed 5 forms of verb. V1 stands for root form of verb without any modification, without any change, is known as verb's root form. For example, eat. V2 past form of verb, ate. Third thing is past participle, which is usually used in perfect categories of tenses, that is eaten. Fourth is V4 or present participle, or in other sense V1 plus ing. Eat plus ing means eating, which shows the continuity. And fifth is eats, means that is the third person singular, means wherever any particular person with the third person singular, he, she or it with any of the name, whenever it connects, at that time it would be used with s or es. That is all about the prerequisites. In the next session we are going to start how to use active and passive voice with different tenses. Till then, goodbye. Thank you so much.